Alright, what you see here is a Hampton Bay Carriage House 2 ceiling fan from the year 2004. The motor is from 2004, but I feel like the fan was, all the other parts was made a lot, like, during 2005. Because that's when this fan came out, so this is probably one of the first ones that was being sold. Like, I don't know, it's an early one, so yeah. This one is I actually got from Mark Wilson. I remember, and for those who don't remember, aside from those eight fans that I got from Mark and Brandon a few weeks ago, there was only like two of them that I wasn't planning to get, but the rest of them were actually fans that I've been meaning to get for a while now. So those secret nine fans that I was getting, most of them were actually those ones. But there's still one more I need to reveal. I'm not gonna show it to you guys until I get the down run off of it. So yeah, so I'm just doing this one. I'm gonna show it with the walnut blades, which is what I'm using right now on it. Then I'm gonna flip it over to the rosewood side. Now I don't really like the walnut on this fan. I don't really like this version of the walnut as much as the hunter walnut, to be honest. But I don't know. It's just a different tone of walnut. But yeah, usually these fans I've seen more of this side down. I haven't really seen too many of them in person, but from the videos I've seen on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube, it's mostly with this blade finish down. So yeah, it is a nice looking fan. I absolutely adore the finish on this fan. It's going to zoom in from here because it's an iron finish, and this one's actually not as flimsy as the polished brass one that I have. That one I bought in 2008 in February, but the motor from that one was actually made in 2005. So I'm guessing the motor from the other one sat around for a few years, and then they just found it and just pieced it together with a newer one. So the parts of the other one, it's a lot more flimsy than this, definitely, but it still has a good motor, just like this one. So yeah. Now this one I actually might be sending to the Dominican Republic to install in the living room to have it with a dual install of the brown KDK. I might not because of the blades. I don't want to have them get messed up. But at the same time, it wouldn't be a big deal. I can always just find a replacement. Well, for this fan, I would have to buy the exact same blades on Home Depot. I know they sell some replacement blades and stuff like that for some of their fans. I'm not sure if they do it for this one. But at the same time, I don't really want to. It won't rust up down there, but the blades will start. It depends if the fans in the location that it will be installed in. It might start drooping a bit because the living room it's like right in the front area. There's like two big windows that are open basically all day long. So if it starts raining, it could start making the blades droop a little bit, like droop pretty badly. So I don't want that to happen, especially on this fan. So that's why I'm tempted to get a Hampton Bay Gazebo 2 in the iron finish instead. And I don't care if it's their cheap fans. I just need something down there that will move some air. I don't want to put something that's very good quality down there unless it's an outdoor fan. But also at the same time, I'd rather just put something cheap because if something gets messed up, it's not a big loss. So yeah. So I'm probably gonna. I might send this one down because I have it for now. And then whenever I get the gazebo, I'll probably swap it out. I might just leave this down there just for the heck of it because it's nicer. It is a lot nicer looking than the gazebo 2 Plus. But yeah. And this one came this version because the Carriage House 2 and this finish actually came out in 2005. They first came out with the Carriage House 2 in 2003 with the white and brass and the polished brass one, and then in 2006 they made the brushed nickel one. So yeah, only one of them's been discontinued so far. The white and brass one. I kind of wish they made one in all white. That would have been nice, but fortunately they didn't. But yeah, you could always just paint over a white and brass one, just make it white. Cause it's basically almost completely white. So yeah. And the good thing about this fan is if I was selling the Dominican, unlike the polished brass one that I have, that this one actually uses the regular size light sockets. So I wouldn't have to find a smaller light bulbs for this fan. But it is very likely I'll send this down there. I did want to put a Gazebo 2 Plus on it, but it's just to have a fan that moves some air. It's not nothing that's like I'm not looking for a Casablanca or a Hunter fan down there. I really do not want to put something that's that good down there. That's why I put something that moves some air. And also, my mom doesn't want a KDK in the living room, even if it would be a dual install like the low profile and Passport 2. She'd rather have something that's nicer looking because KDKs do look a bit strange in a living room. But dining room, it's more normal down there, but for living room, it's. So, and also, she just doesn't want a KDK in the living room. She feels something that has metal blades wouldn't look really nice. And I do agree with her on that part. Living room's more like the ones. I feel like it's the room that you like showcase like all your nice furniture and lighting and stuff like that. Usually down there they have like fancier lighting or a nice looking fan, and this would be a fan that would be perfect for that spot. So yeah, let me go ahead and show off the light. On camera it's kind of hard to see, but with the light on, the finish looks very nice. Maybe from here you can see it. But yeah, it is an absolutely gorgeous fan. I really do like it a lot. I've always thought about getting one of these for my grandmother, the one that has the Bahama ceiling fan in her living room, to swap it out with that. But I feel like this will be. She's not going to get rid of it anytime soon. I know that. Well, she won't. She likes it so much. I actually tried to tell her that I can put a better fan, but she likes it so much she won't. She doesn't really care. So. But she did say if she ever was to take it down, she would give it to me, so I don't have to worry about that. But I would prefer putting this fan for her in the living room. I noticed she doesn't really care about quality. She just wants something that does the job, and this definitely will do the job without any issue, except the blades might droop, but she doesn't use it much. So yeah. Let me go ahead and shut off the light. And I am using one of the pull chains from the polished brass one because this one is missing it. And also this side of the blade is some of the blades on this side is a bit scratched up. And the blade arms are a little bit scratched up as well. Right, here's low. It does have a good roll speed, just like the other one. And I already know this one's not going to be more powerful than the other one because the other one does have a 2005 motor. This one has a 2004 motor, so that's back when Hampton Bay, the fans weren't as bad as they are now. They were actually more decent quality and actually were better performers. But so the performance in this one's obviously going to be the same, but the only difference is this one has better quality parts on it. It's not like Hunter quality, but the parts are not as flimsy. I'm guessing the parts from the polished brass one were like made back right when Hampton Bay started to go more downhill in their quality than they already were. Not all the fans from Hampton Bay were that bad, but they're not as good as they made them even worse than what they already were. They were decent fans. They're like okay fans, but then they made them even worse. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and shut off the light while it's on low. I remember when this fan came out and this finish, I was not really a big fan of it, but because I like the polished brass one a lot more, and I felt like it was overshadowing the polished brass version. But over time, it started growing me, and now I actually like it a lot more than I expected. I like the polished brass version a little bit more because it looks more childhood for me, but I do like it in this finish as well. This finish is nicer. I do agree on that, but I do like it better in the polished brass. It's just more my style. Alright, let me shut off the light and move the fan to medium. And if I was to install this, I would not use the Hampton Bay poles on it. I would actually find something that would look a lot better on this fan. I will post the link of that pole chain in the description below. I think it would suit this fan perfectly. Wow, it does have a little bit of a wobble to it. Weight alignment's actually not bad, so it could also be that it's on the floor. So I know sometimes huggers, well, how this one's set up, like when you mount it, they basically have like just two bolts, two like things on one side, then it's one on the other side, and you have like bolts that lock them in place. Sometimes with the Dynasty, I know they like lock them in place. When I first tested the Dynasty hugger, it locked in place a lot better than the Carriage House 2 does. Like the motor won't bounce around as much. It could also just be bouncing around. If it was installed on the ceiling, it wouldn't be wobbling as much. I know that for a fact because when I tested the polished brass one, it actually wobbled a lot more when I first tested it. And when it was installed, it wobbled just a little bit. I do feel a nice breeze from it on medium. Keeping it on the Infinity to see if it moves because after seeing the Walmart fan make the Infinity spin a little bit, I was really surprised. So now I'm keeping an eye on it just to see if I can find another fan that actually makes it move. Yeah, I always wanted to get one of these in brushed nickel. I just don't want to buy. I don't want to buy one brand new. I'd rather just find one used because they aren't hard to find fans. So I'd rather just find a used one. One of these days I'll find one in all the finish. I'll find one in white and polished brass and brushed nickel. Prefer to find the white and polished brass one first because it's more childhood. But the brushed nickel one I actually before when I was thinking about putting a fan to replace the KDK up, the KDK that's up here, not the one at DR. That's better for him. I was either thinking about getting the Glendale or the 8 brushed nickel Carriage House too, but I decided to go for Glendale just to have something different, not two of the same fans in the house, but just I didn't want to have two. I felt like it would be better just to have two different fans and not two of the same fans in different finishes. I felt like that would have been better, just to have two different fans. Alright, let me go ahead and show it to light while it's on medium. Yeah, this will definitely be more than enough for a living room in the DR. Cause we don't really use the living room too much, but like whenever we have people come over, it would definitely be. It's just to cool down the room. This moves some air around because the living room is a bit hot. The kitty cave we only have over there because that's where we spend more time. Yeah, I will be getting a KDK for Dan Newman, so he might have it at Fanimation by the fall. I might be giving it to Mark Wilson so he can bring it to, so he can actually send it to Dan when he goes Unfortunately, I won't be going to Fanimation due to me being in the DR in the summer as well. But Fanimation's always going to be there. My grandparents won't always be there, so I'd rather spend all the time I can with my grandparents, and then go to Fanimation sometime when, or maybe like if in the fall or something like that, I can go too. Maybe, not sure, but it's a possibility. Depends if I'm getting a lot of homework or not during that time. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and shut off the light and move the fan up to high. Yes, this fan is moving a great amount of air, just like the other one. Not like Hunter air moving, but for Hampton Bay, it's actually not bad. And that's what I'm looking for down there. Just something that moves some air, just so it won't be too hot in the living room. Because I had to bring the K pedestal fan out front sometimes when it's too hot, and the thing is a bit heavy. Or I just have something up in the ceiling just so I don't have to keep moving the fan back and forth. Because that is the fan my grandmother uses in her bedroom at nighttime when we go down to the visit site. It does become annoying. Well, not annoying, but it becomes a pain just to move it back and forth. And I don't think I'd put chains low enough. I'm annoying my grandparents and the woman who helps clean the house down there. I know for a fact they will keep his fan on high because there's really no point in putting it on medium or low, especially in an area that's hot all year long. And I know it will be used quite a bit. It definitely does move a good amount of air. It's definitely a decent fan. Does the job well. If you're just looking for a fan that's replacement stock, that's actually what I was planning to use this for, but then I figured, you know what? I might as well send it to the DR. So it's very possible, it's like 50-50 right now, but it is still very possible I'll bring this down there. Not this summer, but maybe on Christmas time or whenever I go there next time. Yeah, it definitely does move a great amount of air for Hampton Bay. We're getting closer. It's something that's it's powerful enough that I wouldn't mind using it as a bedroom fan. It wouldn't be permanently, but just for like a temporary fan effect. So if I didn't have better fans, I definitely wouldn't mind using this for the bedroom. In fact, if my mom could have a bedroom fan, I know she would like this one a lot. I wouldn't care if it's a Hunter or Casablanca because it's really her choice. So I wouldn't really force her to put something up that I want. It would actually be up to her. And she doesn't really care about the color. She just wants something that would do the job. And this would have, if it was like the old place, this would have been a good choice. Although I do prefer the Hunter right at home. I really wish we could have installed that here. Although for some reason this one doesn't seem to go. I don't know if it's because this one hasn't been used for a while, but I feel like my polished brass one goes a tiny bit faster than this one. So you got a polished brass one from me. I got this one from Mark. So now all I need is Brandon C. Johnson to find me one in brushed nickel or white and brass. I'm just joking. But yeah, it could also just be that the fan hasn't been running in a while. Cause I know Mark had it sitting around in his shop, the fan cave, for a long time. And the carriage house too was being used. I don't know if this was in the house and they barely used it. I don't know about that, but it could be the case. It might not be. It might have just been taken down for a while, and then they just brought it to Habitat finally. Because the Carriage House 2 was only taken down for like a year, and then I tested it again. Actually, less than a year. Oh no, yeah, it's actually been a year since we took down the other white, new polished brass one. And it was used quite a bit, so yeah. Okay, maybe shut off the light. Oh, I forgot to show it up close with the light, but I'll do it for the next one. When I show it to rosewood blades. And let's go ahead and do a spin down. Yeah, tomorrow, you know what? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna test the final fan tomorrow. This probably will be the last fan that I test before I head to the DR. The fan I'm gonna be testing after this one. After I show it rosewood blades, that is. It might not be, but since I'm leaving on Tuesday, I really don't see me getting any other fans before then. Because market's coming on Monday, but I don't know if he's gonna surprise me with a fan or not. But who knows? I don't know if I'll have the time to test it. Maybe though. And I actually do like it a lot of this way it's finished, but I feel like when you turn the lights on, I feel like the rosewood will make it look more appealing. That's just my opinion. Walnut looks nice, but I feel like when you have the lights on, it's just not like eye-catching. That's just how I feel about it. I can't even tell if thing's falling down or not. I swear, if you spin on this fan, it's just as long as the Dynasty, I'm gonna get upset. I want to just test it with the rosewood blades. I've always wanted to see one in person with rosewood blades. Well, I've never really seen these in public that much at all. It's actually my first video of one of these. It's actually my second video of a Carriage House too, because I've only really tested the one I have and this one, from what I remember. And there's a third one that I showed a video of. I know there's those ones at the club, like a sports bar, like a membership club that had a lot of polished brass ones. The ones that that like made me influenced me to buy the polished brass one. I used to go there a lot as a kid to get basketball trophies. I used to play basketball a lot as a kid. I had to get trophies there, and those are the fans that they had. And it reminded me a lot, like, I don't know, like a camper feel, someone like a polished brass fan in the living room. I had like the shades on it a lot. It just reminded me of something like that. So I figured that's what really made me fall in love with the Carriage House 2 fans. Spin on is about 4 minutes on this fan, so that I need to keep that in reference for the next video. But yeah, it's a pretty good fan. Yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos to come.